So CD Projekt Red just kind of went all out on Twitter with releasing so many different games, or announcing so many different games, I should say. Yeah, let's have a talk about it. My name is Major Ben. Welcome to my channel. I do hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Please do consider liking this video if you do enjoy it, and subscribing to the channel as well if you want to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest news. I'm trying to post as many times as I can now. I work from home now, so I can actually, during my lunch breaks from work, I can make videos and stuff, which is what I'm planning to do with my time. So yeah, let's have a talk about Cyberpunk and many other CD Projekt Red games. So this is what they put on Twitter the other day from the main CD Projekt Red account, obviously. They said, Orion is a code name for our next Cyberpunk game, which will take the Cyberpunk franchise further and continue harnessing the potential of this dark future universe. And they just put a little thing saying Cyberpunk 2077 Orion on there. Nothing else said. They then went on to say Polaris is a codename for the next installment in the Witcher series of games, which we recently announced was in pre-production. It is the beginning of a new saga. We aim to release 2 more Witcher games after Polaris, creating a new AAA RPG trilogy. They then said, Canis Majoris, I believe is how you say it, is a full-fledged Witcher game separate from the new Witcher saga, starting with Polaris. It will be developed by an external studio headed by experienced developers who have worked on past Witcher games. So not only have they got this saga of games, this is another game separate from that. So far we have 5 games, right? 3 for the Polaris, 1 for the Canis, and another one for the Cyberpunk game. Sirius is codename for the game developed by Molasses Flood, set in the Witcher universe and created with support from CD Projekt Red. It will differ from our past productions, offering multiplayer gameplay, this is a Witcher game by the way, on top of a single player experience, including a campaign with quests and stories. So that's 6 games. We then see them say Hadar or Hadar is a codename for the third entirely distinct IP created from scratch with CD Projekt Red. The project is in the earliest stages of the creative process, which means we are not developing any game yet, but working exclusively on the foundation for this new setting. That is what their strategy is. So we have just had Orion, Polaris, which is a series of 3 games, so that's 4, plus the Witcher Canis, the Witcher Sirius, and then the one-off project, which is Hadar, 7. We have 7 games announced by CD Projekt Red in one day. Is this good news, or is this pretty bad news? Well, I don't know. I'm undecided at this time, but let's have a talk about what the hell is going on here. So obviously Cyberpunk was a bit of a disappointment at launch, has been fixed since. I mean, they completely ruined their reputation and lied to all of us. But to be honest, the game sold excessively well as games like The Witcher previously. And they've now obviously gone off the back of that and thought, let's announce more Cyberpunk and more Witcher. Do we take this as a thing of have CD Projekt Red just sorted themselves out? Or do we take this as something that's just a bit like they're just trying to keep their shareholders impressed by saying these are all the games we've got in the works, keep the people like myself and you guys who are listening to all this impressed by showing all of the games that we've got planned. We've got 3, 4, 5 new Witcher games, a Cyberpunk game, and a one-off game that we don't know really what the hell it is yet, but we're working on it, guys. We're working on it. It's probably not going to launch on this generation of consoles, but it's something we're working on. And that says to me, hang on a minute, a bit like Cyberpunk. They talked about Cyberpunk in the PS3 era. They showed concept footage of Cyberpunk back on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 generation. Before the PS4, we even knew it was a thing. They talked about Cyberpunk, and it didn't come out all the way until the end of the PS4/start of PS5 generation. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Like, what is happening? Who at CD Projekt Red has gone, this is what we need to do here. We need to release every single game that we've even thought about in our lives. because if we don't do that, we're not going to have many people interested in what we're doing in the future. So, I mean, I'm extremely excited about the next The Witcher games, because to be honest, The Witcher games have always been fantastic games. They're awesome games, right? We know that there's already The Witcher. They already showed The Witcher in the background, like a Witcher 4 game, I believe they said. But yeah, there's a ton of stuff here. Then the next installment of the series, like the next three more Witcher series games, and then there's spin-off games as well. They're all AAA RPGs. Like, just insane. And then Cyberpunk, like, to think that they've turned it around from having one of the worst launches to a Cyberpunk that's still sold very well, and now they're going to be doing another one. They're not thinking, right, we'll scrap that IP, chuck it under the rug, and move on with something else. They're really supporting it. They've had the Netflix animated Cyberpunk show come out. My friend's actually, I haven't watched it yet, but my friend's watched it. He seems to be pretty impressed with it. Yeah, like, this is just crazy, right? We're getting so many games from them. I mean, it's good to know that we've got so many things to look forward to in many years to come. Like, it's nice. Like, I remember when they first announced the new Star Wars films coming out. It's a shame they were such a disappointment. Hopefully this isn't going to be the same. But it was nice knowing, like, nearly 10 years before, thinking, oh, the new Star Wars films there's going to be new Star Wars films that I'm going to watch in my lifetime that I've never seen before. And I'm excited about them. It's nice to get excited and hyped about some stuff in the future. Hopefully we don't have a similar situation with those films and a similar situation with Cyberpunk, but it's nice to look forward to more games. More games is always better, right? As long as they are finished this time and they're not just going to release a ton of games like this in a half-baked state where they go, well, we've learned from Cyberpunk, no matter how crap the game is at launch, people are going to buy it. It doesn't matter, we've made our money back and tons more. Like, what difference does it make at this point? We're going to keep doing stuff. We're going to keep making money, even if the games are terrible. So I hope that's not the route they're going with this. But I don't know. It does seem odd. It does seem very odd that they released and talked about so much stuff so early on, compared to the fact that some of these games aren't going to be launching for years to come. I apologize. I'm a mess. I work from home now, as I said earlier, and I don't need to do my hair ever anymore, because I just wake up and I roll out of bed and I sit at my desk. So yeah, but that's pretty much it for this video. I don't really have a lot more to say about it. I just thought I'd talk about it because it's very interesting to see what they've just announced, but God knows, man, I don't know what's going on here. This is a weird one, but that's it for this video. Please do leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this one, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your days, guys. I will see you in future videos. Bye bye for now.